Good morning. After the state of California agreed to raise the minimum wage, students have already begun to feel the effects. We take a deeper look into what this means for students with jobs. After many years of hard work, 3 RHS students recently became Eagle Scouts. We'll tell you who they are and what they did for their final project. And the baseball season is in full swing. We talk with players and coaches about the upcoming season on this TigerCast News on March 10th, 2014.
From Eye of the Tiger, this is TigerCast News. Broadcasting from Studio 403 in Roseville High School.
Good morning and welcome to an all-new TigerCast News. I'm Josh Carson.
And I'm Daniel Wetter. We're following some breaking news today. RHS will soon be saying goodbye to a respected teacher. At tomorrow's board meeting, Marie Christ will announce her acceptance of the position Coordinator of Instructional Technology and her departure from her AP Euro and AVID classes. This Friday will be Christ's last day officially teaching, though she will be returning periodically to make sure her AP students are prepared for the exam.
It would be senseless to not take this position when it is my passion and it is my vision, but leaving teaching, leaving the kids, leaving Roseville has been the most heart-wrenching part of it.
The minimum wage in California will increase to $9 on July 1st. While this comes as good news to many students, experts say it's a complex economic issue. Tyler Roberts has the story.
Roseville students working minimum wage jobs will be receiving a raise. Starting in July, the minimum wage in California will go up to $9 and then go up to $10 at the beginning of next year. While many students will be excited about this, it could have a negative impact on some businesses.
A lot of students who are working in jobs that pay a minimum wage, of course they're happy from the personal standpoint of more money, yay. But then I know that I've heard from other students that their parents own businesses or that they have these family-run businesses that then their parents are worried about, again, how are they going to pay for that increase in labor cost. And so then does that mean they'll have to lay off employees? Does it mean that they'll have to shrink their business, or ultimately, it could be crippling to the business itself?
RHS Junior Nathan Ventrino believes that hard work should be rewarded.
I work at McDonald's on Harding Boulevard. I've been working there for like 4 months, maybe 3 now. I think if I work hard, I deserve more money.
And more money he will get.
That's good enough for me. I mean, 10, 9, whatever works.
We want to clarify that even though the minimum wage will rise to $9 in July, it will not rise to $10 until January 2016. Some developing news. The SAT will undergo a comprehensive reform over the next couple of years. Changes include removing the penalty for incorrect answers, making a more accessible vocabulary test that omits obscure language, shortening the exam length by 45 minutes, and making the essay optional. These changes will go into effect in 2016.
Class elections are fast approaching. Campaigning will begin the week of March 24th, with elections being held that Thursday and Friday. Voting will be held during both lunches, and students are encouraged to come out and vote for the leaders of their class.
I know that there's a lot of qualified people in our class that are going to do a wonderful job.
Voting will take place Thursday.
Today marks the start of midterms week. Thursday will consist of first period testing from 7:40 to 9:44. After a break from 9:44 to 10, second period will test from 10:06 to 12:10. Friday will have the same bell schedule, with students taking their midterms for their third and fourth periods.
And now a look ahead to sports. We'll see how students are competing in baseball, rugby, and even rowing after this PSA on train safety.
How's the show going? Oh, it's good.
All right, guys, I got a new project for you.
We're kind of busy over here.
No, you're not. This is important. We got to make a PSA about train safety.
Didn't we just make one?
We can't just use the same one over and over.
Why do we have to do this? Who gets hit by trains anymore?
Actually, every 3 hours, a person or vehicle is hit by a train. And California has the most train-based fatalities in the nation. Educate yourself on train safety.
That can't be true. Why not? I've never talked to one person who's been hit by a train.
I expect you to be done by the end of today.
So how do we even talk about it? It's got to be pretty simple to avoid getting hit by a train.
More simple than you can possibly imagine.
The only legal safe place to cross tracks is at designated crossings. Remember, rails and recreation do not mix.
Okay, so how good do we have to make this?
Good enough to save a life. Just don't put any Legos in it.
Done.
Being part of the Boy Scouts takes extensive dedication and effort and is nationally recognized as a great achievement. After moving up the ranks, 3 RHS students recently earned the highest honor in Boy Scouts. Josh Carson has the story.
3 RHS students, Nick Trezza, Bailey Clark, and Elijah Keaton, recently received 3 Eagle Scout rank after many years with Scouts. Nick gained his Eagle Scout award through his final project.
For my Eagle Scout project, I worked at Bulljean Middle School's Woodshop Rocks program run by Mr. Calkins, and I made some guitar racks for him because they did not have a good place to store them.
Becoming an Eagle Scout gives students an advantage with scholarships and future help. It also teaches them life lessons.
There's so many things I've learned, like leadership roles and just being a good person in the community, that throughout life I'll be able to manage myself, and there's just a lot of work that I can do to help other people.
Bailey Clark received his Eagle Scout rank along with Nick Trezza, being in the same troop. His project was to help the school trap team.
I built gun racks for the school's trap team because every time we went out, because I shoot for them, we went out and we would always have to put our guns on Coleman's car. So after that, we realized that it'd be cool to get gun racks, and I asked Coleman, and he said it'd be a great idea for an Eagle Scout project.
Bailey says that Eagle Scouts helped him in life and taught him leadership. He also enjoyed the experience of helping the community.
I think it's taught me a lot about leadership because I've held a lot of high leadership positions with my troop, also my crew. And I feel that knowing all those leadership skills, I can take it into the future, and it can help me in the job worlds and just being able to people person too.
For some perspective here, only about 7% of all Boy Scouts earned their Eagle Scout in 2012.
The delegates have been announced for both boys and girls state. Maddie Pilgrim was selected from the girls, while Matthew Molino was chosen from the boys' nominees. And now we'll send it over to Dominique Kilala for sports.
Thanks, Josh. While it may not have a massive TV audience in the U.S., rugby is universally acclaimed for its intense physicality and is frequently ranked higher than American football and ice hockey for toughness. Locally, 4 IHS students play for the Sierra Foothills rugby team, which is currently ranked 4th in the nation. These players include Jacob Thornborough, Jacob Perez, John Mark, and Carson Miller.
When I was a freshman, they were sophomores at the time, we won the state championship actually. And so we were kind of had a feeling going into the season we'd be pretty well, but it's the first time our club has been nationally recognized and ranked.
Baseball season is underway, and the Tigers are looking to improve from their 9-18 record last year under new coach Lance Fisher. Jeremy Fish has the story.
After the controversial firing of previous varsity baseball coach Hank DeMello, the Roseville High baseball team has a new varsity coach and a new season. New varsity baseball coach Lance Fisher tells us about his background and his plans for the team.
I'm a 1993 Roseville High School grad. I went to Sierra College and I went to Sonoma State. I coached at Wood Creek for a total of 10 years. I coached 1 year at Granite Bay, 1 year here at Roseville as a JV coach in 2006, and then so now I'm back, just hoping to make the Tigers better. The plan for this season is just to come in and just start instilling our philosophy and getting guys to work hard and just working on fundamentals and everything we need to do to be successful.
Varsity players are confident going into the new season.
I feel that we're going to do great and better than a lot of teams because of the players we have.
Kidder is also positive about the new coach and his vision for the team this year.
He actually gets a lot done, and we get a lot more work done this year, and I feel like he knows what he's talking about. The strategies with this year is that we're just going to do as hard as we can, go 110%, actually work, and we're going to not horseplay or do anything.
Kyle Downey also thinks highly of the new coach and is optimistic about the new season.
He brings a lot more energy to our team. He knows what he's doing, a lot more drills, more communication. We have a solid team and good team chemistry, and that's important in baseball. And we just need to manufacture some runs and we'll be fine.
The Tigers have already played host to Vista Del Lago and have a game today at Oakmont. The first league game is on March 31st against Granite Bay. In other news, senior Sean Callahan has received special attention from the Stanford rowing coach, whose team is constantly ranked top 10 in the nation. Sean has been rowing for 5 years and has gone to nationals twice. His hard work and dedication made him one of the top rowers in the country.
It doesn't guarantee me a spot and doesn't really even help me. It's just talking to the coach, it just kind of boosts my confidence a little bit.
Back to you, Daniel.
Thanks, Tom. Next week on TigerCast News, a congressman coming to school, who it is, and why he's coming to Roseville High School. That's it for us today on TigerCast News.
Remember, we're always on at IVeTheTigerNews.com. See you next time.